Hello everyone, welcome back to the Live Life the Girl Way podcast. I'm so glad that you're here today. If you don't know me, my name is Lily. I'm a girl empowerment blogger and motivational speaker. And yes, on top of all of that, I am a teenager. I created the blog livelifethegirlway.com to empower and encourage girls to be their best selves and to go after achieving all of their goals and dreams without holding themselves back. Today we're going to be talking about letting the world hear your voice. Let them hear your voice. No voice is too small. Let's get into it. So, a lot's going on in the world right now, and this is a time for people to really raise their voices and talk about what they're feeling. So many times, so many places, it seems like girls are constantly being told that they don't have a say, that their voice doesn't matter, and that they should just step back and wait for everyone else to speak because their voice isn't loud enough or doesn't deserve to be heard. Well, let me knock that wall down right now. Your voice deserves to be heard. Every single voice deserves to be heard. So do me a favor and let them hear your voice. Let me hear your voice. Let the world hear your voice. Because every single person has something special to say that can possibly change the world. How else would a teenage girl be here, starting a podcast, writing a blog, trying to change the world all by herself if I didn't lift my voice? You wouldn't know I was here. You wouldn't know what was going on. You wouldn't know what I'm feeling, and I wouldn't be able to empower you if I kept all of my feelings to myself and all of my emotions and what I had to say. So all of this to say, don't be afraid to lift your voice and let the world hear what you have to say, because you have so much to say even if you don't realize it yet. As we get further into the podcast, I'll give you some ways to get your voice up onto a pedestal and tell you exactly how you can let the world hear your voice. So right about now, you're probably thinking, well, Lily, you're saying to let the world hear your voice. You're saying let me hear your voice, but I'm kind of nervous. And I don't really know how to do that. I don't know where to go. I don't know how to get my voice out there. And even if I do, I'd be kind of nervous to do it. Well, don't even worry. I got you. I got your back. I can tell you some ways to make the nerves go away, or at least become less. And of course, I'll let you know how to get your voice out there. So one of my favorite ways to encourage people to let the world hear their voice is to actually start something like a blog or a podcast. Now, I know this sounds so stereotypical because I'm literally sitting here running my blog and recording my podcast, but let me tell you, everyone thinks that they're going to get lost in the huge World Wide Web, but let me tell you, one person saying something that really matters, a persistent person that is determined to get their voice out there and to make a difference, will get heard. You will be heard. All you have to do is make up your mind to get your voice out there. And like I always say, you're only one click away. Start recording your podcast, start writing your blog, start your YouTube channel, maybe start doing motivational speaking like me. These are all things that are awesome. And you'll be surprised at how many people are willing to let you speak and are willing to hear your voice and what you have to say. Because you bring so much value. Every single person brings something different to the table. And what you bring to the table and what I bring to the table can be two completely different things. But that doesn't make either of us more valuable than the other, because what the world needs is diversity. And diversity only comes when people like you and me decide to step up and show what we have to the world. Of course, let's make sure that we're showing positive things and not negative things, because I don't want you thinking that you should do the wrong thing. Always do the right thing. So, about the nerves. When you're dealing with nerves, the best thing to do is to just talk to yourself through it. Maybe get a small audience, people that you trust, like your friends and family. And then lastly, just go for it. If you're new here, you maybe haven't listened to my first episode of this podcast, if you have, you will hear that in the first clip, I may have sounded a little bit nervous. And that's because I was. It's my first podcast episode, and I was just so nervous that I was going to make a mistake or not sound as good as I wanted to sound. But over the course of the episode, I became more comfortable. And here I am again, making a new episode, having fun, and getting my voice out there. And if you've checked out my blog, livelifethegirlway.com, you know that my first blog post was not terrible, but it wasn't perfect. I didn't really know how to use the software properly, and I was just trying new things. But what matters is that first post got me to the 80th post because I kept trying, because I was determined to get my voice out there into the world, to let the world hear what I had to say so that I can empower girls from every stretch of the globe, from America to India to Africa to Australia to China, wherever it is. I want girls to know that they have a voice, that they can achieve all of their goals and dreams, that they are beautiful, and that they can get things done. In the next part, we're going to talk about other ways to get your voice out there. It's not as hard as you think. Stay tuned. Okay, so this next thing that I have for you to help you with your nerves may seem a little bit crazy, but let me tell you, it works. So, I know that even though I can't see you, raise your hand if you have ever grabbed a hairbrush and just started to sing in front of your mirror, or if you started talking to yourself in the mirror and just acting like you knew what was going on. You were confident, you were calm, you were cool, you were controlled, everything was going how you wanted it to go. You were your best self in that moment. Let me tell you, doing that works for nerves so well. I cannot even begin to name the number of times that I've done exactly that, where I've just gotten myself into a happy place where I just feel confident and comfortable and worked through whatever was going on. Maybe I was about to perform a motivational speech and I was a little bit nervous to speak in front of people, so I did it at home in front of my mirror, acting like my audience was out there, hanging on to my every word. Well, let me tell you, when I actually got to the place where I had to perform, I did a wonderful job because I practiced at home by myself in front of a mirror and made myself feel like I knew what was going on. So that when the time came, I felt calm, cool, and controlled. Keep calm and carry on. That's my new motto. Just kidding. My motto is dream, succeed, achieve, live life the girl way. But when you're getting your voice out there, girls, and letting them hear your voice, letting the world hear your voice, you're probably going to be nervous. I'm nervous. You're probably going to be nervous. Nerves are a normal human emotion. It's something that humans experience. So just try these few techniques, like talking to yourself in front of the mirror, talking to friends and family about it, writing out your speech or whatever you have to say, reading books that will empower you, watching funny videos to take your mind off of things, whatever it is. There's so many ways that you can just get your message out there and get rid of the nerves so that when you get out there, you look confident and you look like you know what's going on. You're commanding the situation and you're calm, cool, and collected. And of course, I wish you the best of luck because I know that when you make up your mind to change the world or to get your message out there, you will. And when you do, I'll be right there listening. If you want, send in a voice message to this podcast or leave a comment on my blog. I'll be there listening, might even reply. So, all this to say, don't be nervous. You got this. And if you are nervous, just listen to this episode. This will help you to calm your nerves, and this will help you feel so much better about whatever you're facing. These tips even work for final exams. Put your hands in the air if you've ever taken a final exam and you're a little bit nervous before you get into the classroom. My hand is up and I am waving it from side to side. Let me tell you, a few deep breaths, a pep talk in the mirror, support from friends and family, everything just comes together so well, and you'll feel so prepared that when the actual scenario comes up, you will be so ready that people will actually be stepping back and going, wow, that girl knows what she's doing. That girl sounds confident. That girl is saying something important. Let me listen to her. And when they listen, that's your chance to get your message out there. Let them hear your voice. Believe it or not, the world does want to hear your voice. And when you're there, telling the world, I'll be here in the world, listening. Promise. That's a real, bona fide, live life the girl way promise. Lilinator, aka Lily, is right out there listening. Your friend in the world, no matter where you are, she's here. And she's got your back. Thank you everyone so much for listening to this episode wherever you are. If you're listening to this on my blog, if you're listening to this on my YouTube channel, or if you're right here listening to it on my podcasting sites like Spotify or Anchor.fm, I am so glad that you are here listening. Even though I don't upload a new podcast or post every single day, I just want to make sure that you know where to find everything throughout the week. Live Life the Girl Way's Twitter, at Live Life the GIR1, found in the description box below, has new motivational quotes posted every single day. My blog, livelifethegirlway.com, has at least one post every single day. And obviously, this podcast right here has a new post every single week, as well as my YouTube channel. So make sure that you stay posted. And if you have any ideas that come up during the week that are really cool, or if you just want to get your voice out there, letting the world hear your voice, just know that livelifethegirlway.com has a place for you. Just go to my website and click on the Send Me a Guest Post button. You can write your post there, send it in to me for review, and if your post gets chosen, I'll post it on my blog under your name, and you'll be letting the world hear your voice. Can't wait to hear from you. Dream, succeed, achieve. Live life the girl way. See you next week.